What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about the current state of the crypto markets today. It is the 12th day of September, and some big things are going on across the board. We're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin, BNB, TRX, whatever, your top coins in the top rankings of the crypto market. They're all looking like they want to see new all-time highs any day now. Any day now. It might not be this week, it might be next week, but by the end of this month, you guys, we're going to be seeing new all-time highs for all the top dogs, including Dogecoin, no pun intended, all the top dogs across the board. It's going to be fantastic. And what that does, what that is an expression of strength across the markets. Okay, when your top dogs are seeing new all-time highs, that implies that the altcoin markets, the smaller coins, are going to catch up at a very fast pace, I might add, and we're going to see some spectacular growth just blossom throughout the whole damn ecosystem. I want to point out some stuff that we can visibly see in the Bitcoin charts. Okay, we're going to go over this chart here, the Bitcoin chart, in a second. I know not everybody understands technical analysis. Not everybody is about it even. And most people that watch these kind of videos, it's not your forte. But I promise you, if you stick with this, if you just understand, I'm going to make this very simple for anybody to understand. There are clear indications across three main indicators that we use regularly here on this channel. There are clear indications that I think anybody can understand shows that not only are we ready to move higher, but that we are expressing more strength now than we have at any other point in this cycle. Okay, so I don't know if I said it, but hit that like button, subscribe. Let's talk about this real quick, and we'll get back to the pep rally. I don't know. Let's look at this real quick. So looking at this here, Bitcoin. If you notice, right, we can go over all these consolidation phases. This is the price. This is the weekly time frame. Each one of these candles, for those of you that don't know, is 1 week in time. It's Japanese candlestick chart. That's what this is. Okay. Bitcoin's bear market started or stopped here. This is the beginning of the bull market, and this is where we are now. So this is all the way back in 2022. We've had 1, 2, 3 very significant consolidation phases, and I would even say that this here counts as a pretty significant consolidation phase as well. We had a very minor move, and we've been consolidating for quite some time. Okay. Throughout each of these consolidation phases, you can see that the RSI here bottomed out here. That was the bottom, the first bottom there. And that was where we found our low before we started to move up. Where we bottomed out here, that was around the low areas of this consolidation phase, and then we started to move up. Where we bottomed out here, the low areas of our consolidation phase, then we started to move up. What you can see now is that this time we've actually found support at the 50. And granted, we have found support at the 50 before, and it didn't amount to much, but that's not what normally happens. Typically, you find support at the 50, you get overbought. This is finding support at the 52 because it's pretty damn close. You get overbought typically, and if we go back in history, you'll see that that's typically what happens. Not always, but typically. Okay, we didn't do it this last time. I think we're overdue for a bounce, and because we've been consolidating for so long, I believe that what this is not just a signal that we're bouncing, that we're getting into the overbought zone and seeing what will likely be months of growth from here. Months of growth from here, you guys. But this is a stronger signal than anything else we've seen this cycle. If it comes true, if we reject like this, we might be in trouble. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I very much don't expect that's what's going to happen. The end of the year is typically the most bullish for Bitcoin, especially in this phase of the cycle. Okay, what do I know? But this is my third bull cycle personally. We've seen this happen plenty of times. We saw it happen last year even, let alone last cycle. Go back and look. The finale phases always commence at the end of the year in whatever their final year is in the bull cycle, and sometimes even bleeding into the beginning of the next year. Oftentimes enough that does happen as well. Maybe not oftentimes enough, but it has happened before, especially for altcoins. Anyways, bouncing here, getting into the overbought zone, seeing a level here, holding this level and not getting down to these areas, it's more bullish now, in my opinion, than it has been throughout any points in this cycle. This implies to me that the next move that we're going to see is larger than any move that we've seen this cycle. The largest move that we have seen, if we take it, I'm not going to measure from the low to the high. I'm just going to measure from where I think the move started, which was probably this low, right? Maybe even the move started here at this low. The largest move so far was from $52K to $108,000. That was a very massive move. I believe right now we're in the midst of a move that's going to be as large as this, if not larger. We could be going all the way up to $220,000 or beyond by the end of the year. By the end of October, I think we'll be well on our way, but by the end of the year, we could be well above $200,000. This is the finale phase, you guys, and I think this is a clear indication that we are clearly showing strength more so than we ever have this cycle. We'll see, right? That's just one indicator. We look at the stochastics, and just like with the RSI, where you found support here, support here, support here every time, the stochastics found support at the oversold zone, here, here, here every time. But not this time. We've actually found support right at the 50 with the orange line and right at the 40 with the blue line. Whatever that means to you, whether it's significant or not, trust me when I tell you it is significant. This is a very bullish thing. We found the lows of our consolidation phases in the oversold zone every single time this cycle as far as price is concerned. This time, our low of the consolidation phase happened at the 50. Stronger readings, overall producing stronger results likely to come. We look at the MACD. The MACD is a way to measure momentum as far as price action is concerned. It's what's considered a lagging indicator. Most indicators are lagging. I mean, every indicator is a lagging indicator, really. Not all of them, but most of them. At least in my opinion, the reliable ones are. But looking at this here, the MACD, all of these areas of support with the oscillators, not the histograms, so don't focus on the histograms with these orange and blue lines, they found support at the zero, near the zero here, higher lows all along, but here you're way, way higher up, right? Way, way higher up, expressing more strength across all three of these indicators, okay? Every single time that we've crossed to the red on every single one of these indicators, or every single one of these instances with the MACD, we've seen months and months of consolidation to take place. If we can flip this MACD green and validate that this is a false signal or that we're doing something different here, that would validate exactly what I'm saying, that this is a different move than anything we've seen so far. And a different move in this phase of the market cycle might be that finale phase move, which produces a stronger move than anything else we've seen this whole cycle. That's the main essence of this video, is that we are about to see, I think that we are literally at the forefront of what will literally be the most magnificent move of this whole bull market, right? And it doesn't stop in a week. It doesn't stop in a month. It doesn't stop in 2 months. You understand? It stops 6 months from now. That's how these phases go. Let's actually do this. Let's go back in time real quick. I told you guys I wasn't gonna do the charts, but we're gonna do the charts real quick. Let's look, and we might have to use a different chart here for Bitcoin because Binance doesn't go all the way back in history. Let's look and see what the last 6 months of every bull cycle looks like, okay? The last 6 months. And of course, my computer is taking its sweet, sweet time. We're gonna up the optimization here. Let's see. You guys might hear it making noise. Maybe not, but it's worth it. Okay, so looking at this here, let's go on a monthly time frame. Okay, this is the Bitcoin index. If we look here, what the last 6 months of every cycle look like, okay? From a high to a low. All right, maybe not even the last 6 months. Let's do the last 4 months. Let's at least assume that there's 4 months, okay? 4 months, let's do that. But 6 months here would put us out over here. Okay, that's so kind of boring, but then really the last 4 months are very, very exciting, right? We do the last 4 months of the very first cycle, and if we did the last 6 months, I mean, this whole cycle was very exciting. That was very ample opportunities there. 4 months, very exciting both times, okay? We look at the last 4 months of the 2017 cycle, high to low. Very exciting, very, very exciting, right? And even the months before that as well. We look at the last 4 months, not from this high, not from the all-time high, but from the end of the cycle. I think it's clear the bull market ended here. Just like the bear market didn't end here, it ended here, right? The bull market ended here. The bull market didn't end here, even though that's the high. So last 4 months before then, we go back in time. Do you see the difference, right? Do you see the difference of each time? And I think we've got more than 4 months left in this cycle, but it is September, so going into the middle of October, November, December, January, at least into January, if not further, that's how much longer this cycle is going to last. That's my expectation. Why? Because if we take into consideration that this cycle continues, let's say to December, let's say it's December itself, we go to the last 4 months, we incorporate this month and last month, which are pretty damn neutral months so far. I expect September to close at new all-time highs, but it's not going to be the most miraculous growth, right? It's not movements like this, what we've seen the last 4 months of every cycle before. I mean, maybe December could make sense at the earliest, but I really do believe that we're going to see 2026 happen. All I'm trying to say is that the finale phase is happening now. We're in the commencement era of the bull market, bull cycle finale phase in this whole crypto ecosystem. And I'm jacked about it, man. I think that everybody who has cash on the side, if you're sidelined, if you have dry powder, if you have 2 cars, sell one of them, right? Get rid of your wife's car. Get rid of your car if your wife's car is more expensive, or maybe get rid of the more expensive one. I don't know. Get rid of both your cars. Don't. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not really joking. I think that might be a baller move to do any of that. What I was just saying there, but that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying it's the time to get as much money as you possibly can allocated into the markets, because in a matter of 4 months or more, and when I say or more, maybe like 4 to 6, maybe 7 months, over really the coming months though, you're going to be thrilled that you did. It's the time to be allocated. It's not the time to pussyfoot around and wait. We're literally starting and the signals are clear, right? I hope, and I spent a little bit more time on the charts than I normally would like to in a video like this, but I hope that it's easy to understand and apprehend the indications and the implications that we're seeing in the charts, right? This is on the weekly time frame. It's a very significant time frame for Bitcoin, and things are definitely shifting right now. There's some momentum building across the board. The bear market has not begun. We have not seen the bear market. Again, going back to that last little bit where we're looking at these last 4 months of the cycle, has the bear market begun? Is this what the last 4 months of any of these cycles have looked like? No. We're nowhere near. None of our cycle top indicators, none of them have flashed. Let's look at this. Let me see here. Hold on. Where is it? Data? Let's see. Bitcoin. Where? Let me just type it in over here. Cycle. Bitcoin cycle top. No. Top. Do we not? Pi cycle top indicator. No. Indicators. Indicator. Bull market peak indicators. Here. There we go. Bull market peak indicators. None of these indicators, none of them. The X means that it has not hit yet. Oh, we've got one. Oh, wow. Alt season index, 100%. What? What? So that just happened? Really? Alt season index. Well, that's our first one right there. I don't know if that means that we're at our all-time high, though. I've never actually heard of this indicator in itself, alt season index. I don't know anything about that. Okay, so we have one indicator out of 30 that is hit. Okay? Bull market peak indicators. So we're at that peak moment in the bull market, but this peak moment can last for months. That's the whole point here. One indicator is not enough. That's impressive. I didn't know that. So we've got one indicator now, but I don't know too much about this one. I don't know how reliable it is, or how often, or how far away from the top it is, right? These indicators can flash and we still run up for weeks. These indicators can flash and we still run up for months, right? But it's a timing thing. Generally speaking, compared to the whole cycle, we're at that kind of finale phase, that last part, right? And it makes sense. We're at the forefront of all season starting, so altcoins really might be peaking out. But I'm running out of things to say here. We're very far away from the end of this cycle. It's important to get your money parked into crypto now. Don't mess it up. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care of yourselves. Take care of your kids, your family, your moms, your pets. Give them all love, man. Give them all a bunch of love. We need love right now. The world needs love. Tons of love, man. And happiness and joy. And sleep. Get some sleep. What are you doing watching this at 11 o'clock at night? Get some sleep, damn it. Or at least just, I don't know, relax. Don't be using screens so late at night. This can wait until morning, okay? In all seriousness, though, thank you all for being here. Hit the like button. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. And genuinely, though, sleep is very important. Sleep is, man, I'm going to go off on a whole different note real quick. If you're ever having a bad day, ask yourself, did I sleep good last night? Just ask yourself. You'll be maybe not surprised to find that every single bad day you have, it's whenever there's no sleep, whenever you get no sleep at all. That's when they happen. Unless it's like some kind of freak accident, right? But I'm not talking about those like black swan events in our daily lives. I'm talking about just like a standard day. You're at work and for some reason it feels like it's dragging on. It feels like it's this day sucks compared to the last day, whatever it is. I guarantee you those days only happen when you have a lack of sleep, right? It's not you. I mean, it is you, but it's not you. It's your lack of sleep. You get some sleep. Those are the best days, man. You get some good rest. Those are the best days. Get some rest. Give your family hugs and kisses. All right. Bye-bye. Hugs and kisses. Adios.